Have you ever wanted to start a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily and then distribute it everywhere and even earn money doing what you love. All in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit episodes right from your phone or computer, so no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Now, what's really cool is video podcasts are also now available on Spotify. And if you want to be taken seriously on social media, you need to have a video presence. And what better way to do that by connecting with people via your video episodes? With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it's all totally free with no catch whatsoever. And ever since we discovered Spotify for Podcasters here on Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, we are easily releasing new episodes and distributing them to multiple platforms, and it's never been easier. We highly recommend you give it a try. You can download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started.
You can eat the foods you love. You can enjoy your food, and you can actually laugh while eating it and not be like, oh my God, I can't believe it shouldn't be like that.
It's okay to smack while you're eating too. You don't have to constantly with the fucking manners at the table. I'm tired of that shit. Can we leave that at the door? This is 2022.
Let's normalize that.
Welcome to Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, the world's #1 no bullshit health and fitness podcast.
Are you ready to cut the crap with your diet and exercise, get strong as fuck, and build a healthy relationship with food? Then you've come to the right place.
Let's go. If you'd like to support us in the podcast, join our Patreon where you get exclusive content, which consists of monthly workouts you can do at home or at the gym, monthly challenges that are either strength, habit, or mindset based, and access to over 100 plus low-calorie, high-protein, family-friendly meals. These are all designed by a professional chef who is certified in nutrition. These recipes are already in MyFitnessPal for easy fucking tracking. New recipes are also added each week.
We believe that fitness is for everyone, so this is our way of getting you started on your health and fitness journey at a price most everyone can afford. So what the fuck are you waiting for? We'll see you in the Patreon.
Hi, Auntie Amanda. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sitting here brushing. I'm putting on my eyebrows.
Love it.
I looked up. I'm like, oh my God, it's 1:00. I can't be late. Have a cup of coffee too.
Yeah, gotta have coffee.
Yeah.
It's like my third cup of the day.
Do you even need coffee yourself, Amanda? I feel like you just have so much natural energy anyway that coffee
Probably not, but
putting you over the top.
I feel like it's good. It's good for my anxiety. It boosts it up a little bit.
Yeah. I'm on my third cup too. And it's like, I don't know if at one point it's like adding more anxiety to my anxiety. I just like testing the waters.
It's like, how could I have more anxiety? Oh, let's just dump some caffeine on there.
You only live once.
It's true.
I like to live on the edge.
Exactly. We're super excited to talk to you today. So I wanted to ask you actually, so how did you get started on TikTok? Let's talk about like that, the beginnings of that. Was it during 2020 or is it before that?
Well, I blew up at the very beginning of COVID, but I initially started my platform because I was a new mother and I was dealing with postpartum anxiety, which I have a extensive history of eating disorders since I'm 13. So, I overcame that battle way before I was like a mother, I different forms of it though. Mostly it was anorexia / orthorexia.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a very weird relationship with food and talking about food all the time. Right. So I used to be very shy and not like to eat in front of people as a child, except for my family, but like, outward, like going out to restaurants and stuff, it's something I've always been very self-conscious about. So being a new mother, I triggered a lot of emotions for me, seeing my body change that way. I didn't want to go backwards because I felt like my husband didn't deserve that. My new baby didn't deserve to see me like that. I wanted to be the best version of myself. And then coming across TikTok and you see people make these beautiful plates of food and talk to the camera and eat, I felt a lot of comfort in that. So I started doing it because I could also hold myself accountable for eating at least one meal a day.
By doing the eating on TikTok, you were able to hold yourself accountable to eating, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. like I was able to keep a little journal too. And then it kind of just took off from there. I guess people were able to feel what I was feeling at that time. I didn't realize how relatable something like that was, you know? And even now, like I go out, and even when I get recognized, it's a very humbling experience for sure. You know, knowing that my platform helps so many women with their relationship with food. And, you know, you can enjoy those crazy treats. You don't have to constantly be on this perfect diet. You know, you can be healthy, but also indulge here and there. I mean, I like to indulge more than anybody. But I think I spent so many years punishing myself. So I'm not afraid to try those things. I don't eat the healthiest. I don't.
But you have some fun foods in there, though.
Yeah. I like to share more of my snack times. So I've just been having a lot of fun with pickles and fruit roll-ups lately.
I was going to say, I just saw a pickle and fruit roll-up video. I think you even put tahini on there. I was like, oh my God, what is this monstrosity? But hey.
Look at that. Holy shit. Holy tahini. That's amazing.
Just the tahini in different sauces?
Oh, yeah. So I have like a nice little sauce collection here. Tahini's my favorite, but we have like aioli, we have taco sauces. Forget it. I'm like sauce. So I like to share like a lot of my comfort foods that I can pig out on, and I don't feel guilty about it. In my mind, it's crazy to someone else, but comfort of food is like different for everyone. So I think people are looking at someone else eat, they're like, oh my God, like how is your sugar levels? How's your cholesterol levels? But people understand is like, I may share a little bit of what I eat throughout the day. Like you see one clip of a snack. You don't see what I'm eating all day long.
Right.
So people see like a couple of videos of me eating bell peppers and fruit roll-up pickles, and they think that I'm eating that all day long. It's just weird how people just take like say if I make like 7 clips of me eating, right? Those are 60-second videos. So in 7 minutes, there's 24 hours in a day. You're not seeing anything all day long.
Yeah.
I think another thing too, like the comments that I get is like, how do you eat so much and stay so thin? I hate reading that.
Because, so many people, women especially, are conditioned to believe that you need to starve yourself essentially. And then you need to be small and skinny and as small as possible too, which is incorrect.
Or literally not even enjoy the foods that you eat.
Yeah, it kills me. Like a meal should not be a death sentence. You can enjoy food. And I wish somebody would have slapped me to smithereens, you know, but if eating disorders are different for everyone. Triggers are different for every single person. There is no one soup. Like, this is what it is, and this is what causes it. Like, no. Some people, for me, it was control. Like, I have generalized anxiety disorder. So for me, it goes hands in hand. I also do talk therapy weekly, you know. So it's something that never goes away. It's always been a loud voice in my head. But now that I'm in therapy, I've been going to therapy for years. My eating disorder is no longer that loud voice in my head. It's kind of like a quiet whisper. And that's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah. It's no longer the driving factor behind all your thoughts and actions. And because the eating disorder, as far as I understand, doesn't really ever go away. You just learn how to manage it better. And like you said, the voice is quieter now. Yeah.
It turns into a whisper. It's not something that, I overcame it. It's something that I struggle with every day, but it also brings me to my platform every day.
Yeah. And you're helping so many people by doing what you're doing. I mean, just showing people that you can eat the foods you love. You can enjoy your food and you can actually laugh while eating it and not be like, oh my God, I can't believe it shouldn't be like that.
It's okay to smack while you're eating too. You don't have to constantly with the fucking mayonnaise at the table. I'm tired of that shit. Can we leave that at the door? This is 2022.
Let's normalize that.
Yes. We need to leave a lot of shit at the door these days. I'm like, you guys, it's 2022. Haven't we been through enough? You're going to worry about me swearing or
Oh
That's
my
a
God,
bad
that's
word.
Beth,
The
please.
world is fucking burning down. Come on.
Can we normalize being a human being?
Yeah.
Right. And that's what
Yeah.
we're here for with our podcast. Obviously, we're called Cut the Crap. So it's like, let's just stop the bullshit out there. Smack your lips if you want to, like swear if you want to,
Yeah.
like just be authentic.
It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Okay.
We don't want fake people on social media. Like, screw that. The 2000s are over. We want real people to be having a platform.
You can be the realest person on the internet. You're still going to have people calling you fake.
100%. Yeah.
It comes with the territory, unfortunately. Bullying is the new black.
It's pretty
Oh
sad.
God, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you, with the size of your platform, you probably receive all kinds of atrocious comments.
Yeah, I can
how do you deal
imagine.
with that?
That's what I was just going to ask, Matt.
How do I deal with that? I've learned it, let me tell you, it wasn't easy in the beginning, and I still struggle with it. I'm a human being just like anybody else. I'm not this Wonder Woman character with the emotions and feelings of steel. You know, it comes in waves. You know, it goes up and down. I have fan sites. I call them fan sites that like put pig noses on pictures of me and videos of me. Oh yeah.
Really?
Yes. Oh, I get
Sites.
I get teared apart.
Yeah.
But I've learned to realize that those things have nothing to do with me. Even though they're about me, they have nothing to do with me. I don't know. I mean, there are people hiding behind the screen. I don't know what their lives are like. I don't know what struggles they deal with every single day. They just see somebody on a platform, and I guess I trigger something in them, an insecurity, or maybe they genuinely, I did something that they didn't like. I'm done trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's not your responsibility. Yeah. And the way I look at it is like somebody, a troll, right? Or a negative person, a happy person isn't going to try to bring down other people. So, like that's kind of just showing what type of person that person is. Like you said, you don't know what they're going through. They probably got their own struggles that they're dealing with. But if we take all that stuff to heart, it's going to drive us crazy.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like a new trend. Snark pages are a new trend. A lot of big time influencers have. I mean, I don't like to call myself an influencer, but unfortunately, I think that little blue check mark, I don't really have a choice, you know?
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, I never used to like to call myself that, but it came with the title. Listen, this was thrown into my lap. This fell into my lap, and I'm just here for the ride. And I don't know why I was chosen to have a platform, but the man upstairs, Sky Daddy, allowed me to have one. So I'm going to
Sky Daddy.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to. Yeah. But also within having a voice, that means other people deserve to have one too. And if I guess bashing me gives you purpose, then do what you got to do every morning. Wake up and go on your little bash rants if that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, I just feel for them. It has to be a dark, lonely existence for you to do that every day. You know, to carry around so much hate and animosity. Like, I used to be one of those people. Not bashing, but I used to be a very angry person.
Yeah.
But every day I try to be the best version of myself possible. I'm not perfect. I'm not a nice person, but I do try hard to be a good person.
Yeah.
And that's all I can. I mean, I put my head on my pillow every day and I feel good about the things that I do.
That's all that matters.
Do no harm.
I do this, mainly, I guess, social media, like full time, I guess you could say. I'm also in patient healthcare too. So I'm a PCA as well.
Okay.
That I'll never give up.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're a full-time mom too.
Yeah. And a wife and a friend and a sister. I got a brother. He has 5 beautiful children. I am a real live auntie in real life.
Not just TikTok and Amanda.
No. Just TikTok's auntie. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's my story.
How did you get that name, Auntie Amanda?
When I first started my platform too, another portion that blew up for me was the POVs, the point of view content, where I would talk to the camera and it's like comforting kind of. Yeah. And people in the comments would, I wish you were my mother, or, can you be my mom? Can you adopt me? And I responded back, like, I'll never be anybody's mom, but I'll be your cool TikTok auntie if you want. I'm not strict enough to be everyone's mother,
That comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. So people kind of just coined me as the cool auntie. And also my nieces and nephews are on the platform.
Okay.
So I think it made them easier to watch me, because they see like, that's who I really am,
Yeah. Absolutely. My son's on TikTok as well. And he's always he'll always show me when my videos show up on his FYP, and he just starts beaming with pride. And I love it. And I'm the same way as I am on TikTok as I am in real life.
Yeah.
So he sees that, like, that's me working, but also like it's the same person.
Yeah.
I get recognized by patients. They love it. They love it.
That's so funny. I love that.
My job is very, very supportive, thankfully.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you'll never give that up. So it's your passion.
Yeah, no, I enjoy caring for people,
It's like you're caring for millions of people right now.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, when I see your videos, I think she's helping so many like young girls right now. Do you know, because I get a lot of DMs. I don't know if you do, about 13, 10-year-olds struggling with their body image and their weight.
No.
And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so young.
People think that my following is like young based. It's not.
Really?
Yeah, it's not. People always think that, like, young girls look up to you. Like a 10%.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, my following ranges anywhere from 25 to 65.
Wow.
Okay.
And I get a lot of women, they're like, I feel weird calling you Auntie Amanda because I'm like double your age. I'm triple your age. But I really wish I had somebody like you in my life growing up.
Yeah.
So I come from I don't want to like bring like dirty laundry into this, but I come from a very toxic, broken home.
Mm-hmm.
So my mother also struggled with I watched her struggle through eating disorder. So I think in a sense, I tried to emulate somebody that I needed growing up. And that's what made sense of comfort during those moments when I was in that dark time.
Yep. It makes sense because growing up, my mother, she's 76 and still like diets. It was very toxic. And I feel like the age of like the women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s grew up in that era of their parents being or their mother being.
I responded videos for hours a day, bouncing up and down in the living room. I remember, it just wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy.
No. My mom was always doing something. Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers. She had the trampoline in the living room.
Was at the LA, they're not around anymore. There used to be this program, LA something, and she would go in. It was kind of like a Weight Watchers, and she would buy like these. I forget what it was called.
I'm trying to think who that is.
They were big here in Staten Island for a little bit.
Yeah. So a lot of the women our age and up grew up in that toxic diet culture. Like it was more toxic than it is now. I think there's a lot more information out there for people. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
The social media wasn't there in the 70s, 80s, and 90s even.
No, you didn't have access to real people. You had access to whatever
we
was
had those
on
horrible infomercials or Jillian Michaels and like which really messed a lot of people up. So
Beachbody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beachbody. Exactly.
Their little fucking containers.
I tried the Beachbody stuff. Forget it.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people have. Many people have.
Yeah, the shake up.
I did the fucking Shakeology.
Yeah. Guilty.
Oh.
Guilty.
Oh my God, Shakeology.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My sister tried to get me to sell it, but I just bought it.
So overpriced too. I mean, all those products are, of course, but
they caught me. They caught me for a couple months before I was ever on TikTok. They caught me for a couple months. Okay. Mm-hmm. I tried it. I was selling it for a little bit.
Okay.
I can't do this. I don't even believe in this product. This is awful. Awful. Yeah. No way.
Look at this. Good on you for recognizing that. That's it's easy to get caught up in that the MLM world and go from bouncing from product to a product and endorsing these products, even though you don't actually use them or believe in them yourself, because there's money to be made.
I was so desperate to lose weight that I would have, during that time when I was doing, I was so desperate to have this perfect body. First of all, I looked fine. Mm-hmm. I've always bounced from lowest weight was my when I was sick was like 98 pounds as an adult. I'm not going to talk about me as a child. So as an adult, the smallest I've ever been was 98 pounds. Biggest I've ever been was 176. That was right after I had my son. A number on the scale doesn't dictate your health. I actually stopped weighing myself, thank God. And that was like recently. I haven't weighed myself. I want to say it's going to be 8 or 9 months now.
Do you feel like you have more freedom now? Like it no longer controls you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, as long as I'm walking every day and I'm,
yes,
like getting some kind of movement, every day. I try to eat at least 2 healthy meals a day. And then I enjoy another, like one little snack for myself.
That's what we preach here.
Yeah.
I try to create balance. And if I fail that day, fuck it. I'll try again the next day.
Exactly. You guys listening to this? Yes. You guys listening to this? Listen to this. And also about like, we have so many clients that are focused on the fucking scale. Not only clients, I think a lot of people just don't look at everything else they're doing as progress and just focus on a number that really just no one cares how much you weigh.
No,
that's the least interesting thing about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you got to think of it too. Like muscle weighs more than fat. Mm-hmm. And that really that resonated with me a lot. I always thought like the smaller the number on the scale, the better, the healthier you are, the better you are. Truth be told, I've had the best numbers on the scale and still wasn't happy with how I looked physically. And my mind was all fucked up. Why? Because I was eating. I wasn't eating enough carbs. I got caught on the keto train, low carb train, all these trends, and mentally happy because my body was starving. Starving. And food goes hand in hand with the serotonin levels in your brain also. So if you're not enjoying your food, you're not going to be happy.
That is absolutely true.
It is.
Your meals shouldn't feel like a punishment. Your workouts should not feel like a punishment. I mean, listen, I'm no pro when it comes to workout at all. Okay. Ever since I had my son, I haven't stepped foot in the gym. I discontinued my gym membership. I was just telling Beth, now that he's getting a little older, a little more independent, I want to start joining the gym again. But I don't want to over exercise because I sometimes I fall into that pattern where I'll get obsessive with certain things. And then I start this whole train of not healthy habits. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back to punishing myself.
Right.
So, even if I just get on the treadmill and walk a half hour every day, I'm happy. I'll be come wintertime. Hopefully that's the goal here. Come wintertime, Auntie Amanda will be back in the gym, watching her little YouTube on her treadmill. As long as I'm getting my body moving every single day. Because
what matters.
Your serotonin levels too, it gets higher once you start working out again, right? That's all good for your brain.
Yeah. Plus it's good for your heart. Got it. Your heart's a muscle.
Mental health, everything.
Yeah.
And Lord knows I need help with my blood pressure because all the damn pickles I've been eating.
Is that like a staple for you? Is the pickles? I've been watching some of your videos.
How did that freaking pickle thing happen?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So I'm not the creator of that. Okay. I did not create that. That trend has been going on for a while now.
Okay.
And it's been haunting me. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to one of my girlfriends. She owns Candy Boulevard, which is a candy company in California.
I
really love her content too. Like she's just fun,
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? What's this hype about this pickle shit? She blew up about it. She blew up last year with this chamoy pickle kit. I'm like, Daniela, I just bought a chamoy pickle kit. Tell me how to eat it. What do I do? So she tells me how to eat it. I get it. I sign on one late at night and I was like, you know what? Let me try this damn chamoy pickle since I got it. I sign on onto TikTok. I start recording and I was scared because this thing looked crazy. Okay.
Isn't it that the bright red one?
Yeah.
It's intimidating.
Red dye 40. Oh my God. Red dye 40. That was all in the comments. Red dye 40.
Oh God.
Oh, of course. Always got the ingredient police.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing. And let me tell you, it's not for everyone, but I was somebody who always was on this strict diet. So now a couple years that I've been kind of venturing out and trying different things. This was one
Love
of them.
it.
Yeah.
So is it spicy?
It's spicy, sweet, salty. It's a lot. It's
Okay.
a lot. Not
Spicy,
something.
sweet, salty. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot.
definitely a lot, but it's so good. And it tastes bad for you. It tastes like it's
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking curious about this chamoy pickle.
Oh,
Right.
it's so naughty, but I love it.
Beth, you want to do it?
I feel like I need to get into this chamoy pickle just to see. I love pickles. I have pickle chips. I have like dill pickle mustard, with chunks of dill pickle.
I love pickles.
I
Ever had
love
dill pickle
pickles.
pizza?
That's interesting. I don't
That
know.
is good. A lot of people will cringe at it, but there's a local place that makes a dill pickle pizza. We go there for brunch sometimes. So good. So good.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Like the mom and pop mecca of like Italian pizzerias here. Okay.
True.
There's actually a pizzeria. One time I was in a pizzeria and somebody came in and ordered a ham and pineapple pizza. And the guy behind the counter looked at the person up and down and was like, we don't do that here. So I'm afraid to go in and ask for a pick for my pizza, but I'm going to try that.
Well, hopefully they don't rip you a new one. If they did, tell them that we sent you. So
I'll just make it here. I'll make it in my own kitchen.
there you go.
Yes, there you go.
That's
Dill
a
pickle pizza.
Try that.
I look forward to seeing your video of that because I love the videos that you do too. You just normalize eating food and also reminding people to eat. I think that goes a long way with that too. I think do you even do some videos like that where you say hey, like let's eat together? And I love those.
Yep.
I love those.
I do too. They're welcoming. It's almost like, okay, let's eat, Amanda. I'm having lunch right now.
Yeah, I try to welcome people to my kitchen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like making people feel loved.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
good job.
I try. I'm not perfect, but I try. Because in those moments I need it too.
Yeah. Yep. And that's the thing about TikTok is like when I make videos, I feel like I'm helping myself, but I want to help others. But really a lot of it comes from internal shit or stuff I dealt with in the past.
Yes.
And that's the great thing about TikTok is the authenticity about that app, that people just they're so truthful. Most of them, not everyone, are on there, you know. And then I saw a video of this creator was like, why are all the fucking famous people on here now? They don't want to be here. They're just doing it because their manager told them to get on TikTok. They're like, you didn't start here from the beginning. We don't want you here.
Yeah, but they're people too. Come on.
It's just we got in TikTok obviously in the early days before it blew up the way it did because late 2020 is really when it started picking up, I think, or middle of that year. And it's like our baby that we were involved with is no longer the baby essentially. So
yeah, this platform has become very crazy. Actually.
I mean, now you get a music artist on there, and I think your husband's a musician. Is he on there?
Not for his music. He's kind of like the supporting.
Gotcha. Okay, because I know. Like musicians, record companies now are like, if your song doesn't go big on TikTok, like don't even come knocking on our door. Essentially, you need to have a TikTok hit first before we even sign you.
As a hobby, we have actual jobs. Like people think that we just stay home and do this all day. We don't. Yeah. We actually have jobs. Yeah. I keep as much as my personal life separate from this now because of what it's turned into and the bashing and the constant bullying. So I just let people assume whatever they need to assume about my personal life, and that's fine. You do what you got to do, whatever.
You gotta have that boundary.
Yeah, but I don't share. I keep my personal life
a line. Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and prove myself to people that I just don't need to.
It's for your own mental health, and that's important.
Yeah. So we're actual real people with real jobs, and we just separate. I think music for Joey is just a hobby. Okay. It's that and his friends do together.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't have my son or husband are never on TikTok.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, you keep it very.
Yeah. And rarely. I'll have my husband maybe and son in the stories on Instagram, but that's about it.
Yeah, you don't see him too often.
But I used to share a lot of my personal life in the very beginning when my platform. And I think that's where people don't understand. Like, why did you stop this and why did you stop that? It's because the platform changed.
Yeah.
So I had to change along with that. Look at all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like having children on the platform. that, like there's some
Yeah.
crazy fucking people out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I even have to be careful, like if there's something like with an address on, like I've made videos and I've gotten
Yeah.
messages, there was an address on that envelope. And I'm like,
On
I
the
wouldn't even have thought of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, or-
shit, take that down.
Yeah. It's just not, it's, you got to try and protect yourself in a way too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So do you have, like, when you make content, do you just wake up and just whatever comes to mind, you just, yep.
Yeah. I work best like that. I can't, like, I
Same.
can movie star or because I can't memorize scripts. Like,
Same. Don't ask me to memorize read a teleprompter or
Never.
script something. What I'm saying in my videos, that's just me, what I'm feeling in the moment. That's why I'm usually dropping F-bombs and raising my voice, because I'm just very excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hit the record button and I go, whatever it
Yeah.
is. Like if you're telling me, Amanda, you got to say this, this, and this, and blah, blah, blah. I can't.
No.
Then get it. I'm not doing it.
Right. It's no longer fun.
Right.
It's no longer fun.
No, it's
Yeah.
got to be fun.
Yeah, no. So I don't, and I also don't plan out my content either. Like I recently made a chicken cutlet video. People love chicken cutlets.
Oh,
So
yeah.
convenient.
Oh, I love it. I make them by the batches. I keep it in my fridge.
Yeah. So my husband does too. His 104-year-old grandmother, his nanny, Italian, like
Yeah.
chicken
My
cutlets are the
Yeah.
thing in our family for sure.
Yeah, my husband's Italian. I'm Puerto Rican.
Uh-huh.
So, the food.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
that's a good mix of yummy
It is.
food right there.
It is.
That is a lot of food.
Is it possible for you to pick out a favorite dish?
No.
No. That's good. I
love
mean,
it
that's good.
all. If I could eat something every single day, though, I think it would be al pastor tacos.
Solid
Pineapple
choice.
pork tacos. Oh,
Okay.
I love that. But I also love
Mm.
sushi a lot. I could eat
Mm.
pounds of it.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah, sushi or steak would be my go-to for sure.
Steaks
Yeah.
and
I remember the crab rangoon stage. You were in so many crab rangoons. Those looked so good.
I plan on making some, I don't know, either this week or next week. I bought the egg rolls. I'm gonna make an egg roll version of it. I'm so
Nice.
excited.
Yum. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had the egg rolls, the deconstructed egg rolls into like a
Egg
little
rolls in
salad,
a bowl?
essentially? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
so
you
good.
just made a video about that, didn't you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That's one of my, I got that in a meal prep delivery service actually. And I was like, wow, this is really friggin'
Yeah,
good.
it's freaking good.
It's
Mhm.
so good. Yeah. And I like grilled salmon over homemade sushi rice is delicious.
Do you follow that recipe that went viral on TikTok for that? Because isn't there a salmon?
Emily, I forgot her name. Emily.
Yeah.
Mariko?
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Thanks.
I'm bad
Thanks,
with
Beth.
last name.
Yeah.
But Emily, yeah, that's where I got like everyone else got the inspiration.
Right.
But
right.
from her, yeah, she is, I could watch her cook forever.
Right?
It's so
Oh,
easy to
yeah.
some people. I'm an awful cook, and I cook
Me
very,
too.
very
But I
simply
do
too.
as best as I can. I just have fun with that. You don't have
Yeah.
to be a perfect cook.
Yeah.
Like my house is not the most aesthetically pleasing thing on the camera. I have a bright yellow kitchen.
So do I.
And my
Look at
pots
you
and
can see it.
pans, like-
I can see my fucking kitchen right here.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Like, my house is not beautiful and I don't have the best pots and pans, but I make do. I'm a real person.
Mhm.
That's what I try and
Yeah.
bring to the platform. You don't have to be perfect.
Yeah.
You just got to have fun.
Right.
That's what matters.
Exactly.
So TikTok is
Exactly.
still fun for you?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the good and the ugly.
Yeah. I know, at least in the fitness realm, it's kind of a struggle right now. And I haven't really been enjoying TikTok for a while now.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been kind of pulling back from it a little bit, just focusing on, especially like focusing on the podcast and just other platforms and just
I can
running my
understand
business.
I could never do what you guys do. It would be very triggering for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And because we see a lot of the stuff that you've struggled with, and people are promoting that stuff as like a healthy lifestyle. And it's like, no. And these
Yeah.
videos are reaching millions of people, but then we talk about the dangers of doing those things and that way
That's
of
why
thinking,
I don't
and it reaches
believe in
1,000 people.
What I
Mhm.
eat in a day videos.
Yeah.
Really. I get constant requests for that.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I don't like, I go back and forth with it. I'm like, do I want to do it? Do I not want to do it?
I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. I used to they give people meal ideas, but also it's like you're eating it in a way that works for you, right? That's your diet. That's your way of eating. It isn't Joe Schmo's down the road.
I think I've done like 2 or maybe 3 max. So I started getting questions about how many calories is that? How much do you weigh? How tall are you? And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not making these anymore because what I'm eating has nothing to do with what you need. People like try to really emulate and eat exactly like you, or they
I don't want that. I don't want people.
It's not like that. Everyone is different.
Yep.
That's why it makes me more comfortable just sharing one thing a day.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's a fun food usually too. So yeah, I know you've done other foods that are not just like the pickles and things like that. But you're just normalizing it, and that's what we love.
Yeah, that's what I try to do.
All right, we just talked to Auntie Amanda from TikTok. I like her a lot.
Right. And I know
really do.
What we were talking about when we were talking with Alan afterwards, we were talking about like, let's just get some real fucking people on the show. Amanda is as real as it gets.
Absolutely. Flexible dieting right there.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what Alan was talking about with enjoyment and trying new things and eating in a way that works for you. That is flexible dieting. And that's what she's body positive, and she's been through the shit, and she's documented that on her own social media platform.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know about the pickles and fruit roll-ups, but I mean, I'll try anything once. I say that now. I also thought that. Do you remember the trend with watermelon and mustard? I do. I also thought that was going to be awful, but it was really good. I liked it.
Really?
So
I didn't try that.
Along the same lines, watermelon and mustard, and then there was also watermelon and tahini.
Would you do that regularly though?
Regularly? No. I only ate it that one time when it was trending, and I did a video on it, and I've never eaten it since. But
it's like not something I'd be like, yeah, let's have some watermelon and fucking mustard.
I mean, if somebody offered it to me, be like, hey, you want a piece of watermelon and here's some mustard? Yeah.
That'd be something we probably would want after a long hike on the top of Katahdin.
Yeah. Exactly. Maybe we should have watermelon and mustard in there.
I wanted pickles last time. I don't know if Mandy.
Did you?
We were sitting there on our little breaks before we get at the top. You'll know, like, what I'm talking about is that you sit down on a fucking rock, any rock that you can find, and you're like, we're almost there. And I'm like, I would do anything for a fucking pickle. And these other girls behind us heard me. She's like, I have one. I don't need it. Do you want it? And I was like, yes. She had a wrapped up fucking pickle and gave it to me. It was the best pickle I've ever had in my life.
That's amazing.
Because you crave that salt. The
electrolytes, you sweat your ass off. Yeah, I need to replenish it.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm like in hike mode. All right, Auntie Amanda, go follow her. She has amazing.
We didn't get to plug her social media platforms or anything. But
it's Auntie Amanda on TikTok, and I believe it's Auntie Amanda on Instagram as well.
Auntie Amanda Lee on Instagram. On TikTok, it's Auntie Amanda Lee followed by an underscore. We'll put that in the notes too.
Yes, let's do it.
Just to kind of recap there again, like, having a healthy relationship with food is so important to us. And obviously she's been through the shit. And this is why we don't demonize foods and we don't preach restriction and things like that, because it can lead to disordered eating or eating disorders or poor body image issues, poor mental health, can make your anxiety worse, stress worse, everything.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
That's it.
That's it, you guys. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, so why not share with a friend who needs to hear it? Send us a DM on Instagram or email us at cutthecrappod@gmail.com and join our Patreon at patreon.com/cutthecrappodcast. As always, we appreciate you and thanks for being here.